In this tutorial, we are going to animate lightning. As you can see, we have one layer with us, which is the background, so we name it BG. You'll then see that we've already extended our timeline to 120 frames. We've done this by selecting frames 120 and then using F5 to add frames. We now add a new layer for our animation. We start with the rectangle tool. The shortcut is R. Then using the selection tool, for which the shortcut is V, we are going to modify the shape of a rectangle into that of a striking lightning. Please follow the steps of the video. Now that we have our shapes of lightning done, we select all by using Ctrl A or by using selection tool, for which the shortcut is V. We now convert our lightning to a symbol by using F8 and we call it main lighting. We now enter the symbol by double clicking on our lightning and add a layer. We then create a keyframe on frame 10 and use F5 to add frames. We are now going to create a mask on our newly created layer, so we lock our first layer as you can see in the video. We then use the rectangle tool to draw one. The shortcut is R. Then we change the color fill of the rectangle by going to Properties, Object, Color and Style, Fill. We go to the check red square right next to the fill and bring down the opacity to 50% so that we can see the shape of our lightning and it will be easier for us to create the mask. We now add a keyframe on frame 2. Here we expand our shape so that it covers almost 80% of the lightning area, as you can see in the video. We again create a key on frame 3 using F6. On this keyframe, we'll pull our mask down so that it covers the entire lightning area. Please see the video. We now right-click on the new layer and choose Mask from the drop-down menu. Now we exit the symbol by clicking on the Scene 1 tab as seen in the video. We can now see that the lightning appears in 3 frames. Now we go to frame 10 and convert that to a blank keyframe. We create a new layer on the BG layer. We move our keyframe 1 to frame 10 so that our animation starts there and closes at frame 19. Now to make our lightning more effective, we are going to use another background for when the lightning is visible. We've already imported the background from the folder on our drive to the library. We create a frame on frame 12 using the shortcut F6. What we are trying to do is create a flash effect for when the lightning is visible. So we are going to use another background which enhances our flash effect. As you can see, we already have our second background done and we call it from the library, for which the shortcut is Ctrl L. We select the Lightning 2 backgrounds from the library. Hold the click down and drag it to our work area exactly as seen in the video. We then adjust it according to our work area and the earlier background. Now we hold this background for 2 frames. So we go to frame 14 and add a blank keyframe there using the shortcut F7. We now add a layer and add a keyframe on frame 14 using the shortcut F6 as seen in the video. We are going to change the background again here so that our flash looks powerful. For that, we go back to the library again. The shortcut is Ctrl L. We select the Lightning 3 here and again holding down the click, we drag it to our work area. We again do the necessary adjustments so that the elements in the background match the position of the elements in the earlier ones. We show this background for 2 frames. So we go to frame 16 and using F7, we add a blank keyframe there. Next, we are going to use our Lightning 2 background again. So we go to frame 13 and holding down the Alt key, we drag the frame to frame number 16. We again add a blank keyframe to frames 18 using F7. Here we can see that when we use a background with white sky, we can't see the lightning because it is white. This compromises our flash effect and we need to do something to change this. So we double click our lightning animation layer and enter the symbol on layer 1. We add a keyframe on frame 5 using F6. We unlock the lightning animation layer and hide the mask layer, which is layer 2. We come back to the new frame on layer 1 and select it. We now go to Fill, which you'll see in Properties, Objects, Color and Style, and change it to black here. As you can see, this makes our lightning black. Let's now click the keyframe 1 and holding down the Alt key to drag it to frame 7. Now let's exit the symbol by clicking on the Screen 1 tab. Here we can see what our effect looks like and it looks good. We now want to make our effect longer. So what we do is we animate another lightning so that we don't see the exact same lightning again. This way we can make it more convincing and less monotonous. So we add a new layer and go to frame 60 and add a keyframe. Again using the rectangle tool, we draw 1. The shortcut is R. We draw a new lightning shape in the same way we've done the earlier. Now that our new lightning is done, we select the shape using Ctrl A and using F8 we convert this symbol and name it Lightning 1. We now enter this symbol and add a new layer. We go to frame 10 and add frames using F5 key. We now use the same process of creating a mask and animating the lightning as we used for the previous one. So we go ahead and work that process. Once the mask is created, we exit the symbol by clicking on the Scene 1 tab as seen in the video. We'll now work on the flash effect. For this new lightning, we are going to need the same background as before for the flash effect. We are now going to use the same process for the flash effect again, which we've created earlier. You can access the backgrounds for the flash effects from the library. The shortcut is Ctrl L. Now we enter the symbol on layer 15 by double-clicking it to change our lightning to black when seen on the white sky, just like we've done for our earlier flash effect. We add a keyframe on frame 5 on layer 1, then we select the lightning shape using Ctrl A and go to Fill, which is Properties, Object, Color and Style, and we choose black here. We then go to frame 7 and add a keyframe as seen in the video. Then we exit the symbol by clicking the Scene 1 tab again as seen in the video. Here we go to frame 68 and using F7 we add a blank keyframe here so that our animation flows from this frame ahead. The lightning looks good. Let's go back and try to randomize the effect and make it more convincing. You can either follow the video for the next part, or if you are clear about how to do this and have the hang of it, you can randomize the timing of the lightning and flash as you please. You can experiment a little on your own. You can see in the video that we are just randomizing the timing of the lightning as well as the flash effect. Hope you found this tutorial useful. Thank you for watching.